Hi, I'm Christian Guzman, and I approve of the Board Shorts and Banter podcast.
And we're live. Hello.
What's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mo, you're leading this podcast, mate. This is your podcast.
Yeah,
now.
you can have the podcast from now on, mate. Congratulations.
Fucking fantastic. I've always wanted a podcast dedicated to men's physique shows. Like a dream come true to me.
If to be fair, if Mo takes over, we might actually hit like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube within maybe like a month and not 5 years.
Oh, I don't know about that.
All right, 5 years is quite optimistic, to be fair, mate.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah.
Might be more like 10. But anyway, welcome to the Board Shorts and Banter podcast, Mo.
Yeah, thank you for the invite, boys.
Is this like the most prestigious podcast that you've ever featured on?
100%.
Probably, yeah. I'd say it's up there.
Mo, stop being so fucking sarcastic, all right?
Don't stop asking me sarcastic questions then. I would join you with cracking a sugar-free drink, but I've just sunk 3 Tango sugar-frees, so I think I'm gonna shit myself for having any more. Probably not a great idea.
Is the extra 1 calorie too much? As Lewis say no?
No, it's just more to do with the fact I'll probably shit myself. Like I went to the cinema the other day and drank like 3 liters of Pepsi Max. Fucking hell, bro.
Have you ever seen how many calories are in like cinema popcorn?
No.
It's like a large cinema popcorn. I think it's like, I'm not even joking, it's like 1,000 calories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that them like obnoxiously big ones?
Yeah.
Nice.
Unreal. Like tastes good, but
I think they're pretty shit. The only like you got to like delve in and find the little like crack rocks at the bottom, like where they got too much sugar on. Those are the only good bits from it. Oh mate, when I was in Thailand, my girlfriend was like, "Oh, you got to try the popcorn here. Like, it's so fucking good." She likes weird popcorn flavors, like cheese and bacon and shit. And so I just go for the vanilla one, mate. And literally, you get this popcorn in Thailand from a cinema, and it's got like a layer of oil over it. It's like I've never wanted to throw up so much in my. It's fucking disgusting.
Oh, grim.
What was the weirdest food that you had in Thailand?
Oh, I don't know.
All right. What was your favorite?
The weirdest thing I ate was like a kind of typical touristy thing. I did eat like some a bit of a snake. Yeah, but that was just like I think very few people in Thailand actually eat insects and snakes and stuff, because if you go, you see them all like it's sold at the side of a road, but it's mainly for tourists. I think it's only the people in northern Thailand that actually, or like some rural people that eat like snakes and insects and shit like that.
I can imagine Queen Jack. Just
like noodles, like a bowl full of snakes, like slurping them all up. But no, man, I don't know what the weirdest thing I ate was, to be honest. The food there's pretty great. Like, it's absolutely banging. If you like chicken and rice, Thailand is the place for you.
Oh yeah.
Did they have dog in Thailand, or is that China?
I think, Josh, that's going to get you cancelled, mate. But don't worry, I'll one up you and say, what's the fucking difference? Joke. But nah, they don't eat dog in Thailand. It is. I think it's only certain parts of China, but it's But yeah, I think a lot of people in China like don't actually know that dog is eaten as well. So I think it's like quite a niche thing. But yeah, man, it's crazy though. They do eat weird shit in Thailand, like. You go to the markets and stuff there. Like I went to a wet market, probably where the next COVID pandemic's to come from. Nice. And it's like there's like turtles and fucking like live animals and shit. It's like, yeah, it's crazy.
Did you hear about the I think it was 6 children and 1 woman that just died from eating turtle?
How?
Turtle meat. It's like toxin. There's like toxin that's in the turtle meat, and it happens like once a year, mate. Like usually like a bunch of people just die from eating turtle. It's like a really bad toxin. So
I've never heard of that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's called like toxoplasm. I don't know.
Toxoplasmosis is a parasite.
I think it's something like that. Yeah, but all 6 of them died.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it's a parasite. That's because they do live in the mud, so it might be a parasite that's carried by turtles. So interesting. But
Mo's a microbiologist, marine biologist. If you
to be fair, I did love microbiology, and it makes it sound smart as well. Even though I'm like a fucking retard.
Right. Well, anyway,
has this started? By the way,
it's already started, mate. But we always just click play and we go. We just chat, right? But for anyone that doesn't know who Mo Samuels is, Mo Samuels, please kind of give yourself like a bit of an introduction. How would you summarize yourself?
Oh, you put me on the spot now, Tom. I've got to be serious and get into a motivational mindset. I am someone who has trained for a bloody long time, like 12 years. I make a plethora of content on social media. I've made all kinds of YouTube videos featuring Tom as well. You can go look back through the historical archives there. And yeah, I just like to try and better my life and have freedom and enjoy it. And if I can make some content and shit that betters the lives of others as well occasionally between all the fuckery, then so be it. I like to enjoy myself basically and train and do things that make me feel good and better. Pretty much it.
You're my kind of guy, mate.
Banging. I like it.
You've watched Mo for like a few years, haven't you, Josh?
Yeah. I'm trying to keep it cool, but like I think Mo's like one of the coolest people on YouTube.
Oh, don't say that. You're gonna make my ego even bigger, mate.
Nah.
Sorry, go on, bro.
It's your journey is like been. It's covered everything. Like you've had some serious ups and downs, which I'm sure like we'll cover in the podcast. But yeah, I think just like your general attitude to life and like just giving shit a go it's awesome. If more people will like it, I think the world will be a better, happier place.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like I just don't want to miss out on things. I try and think about by not doing something, what are you potentially missing out on? That's a big one for me. And then I've also thought about this a lot. I think as well, you have to be. So I've been going to therapy, right? Or I've started going to therapy recently, and I've been thinking. So I've been introspectively thinking a lot about things, and I think like you say about like giving shit a go. You've got to have like somewhat delusional into thinking that you can do stuff, like almost a little bit of narcissism to think that you can fucking delusion off to think, oh fuck yeah, I can do this thing that's probably the majority of people are going to think, oh, that's not going to work. You know what I mean?
Someone's got to do it. But just to give people a bit of context then, obviously, again, for anyone that doesn't know you, so in terms of like the shit that you have personally gone through recently, but also like in the past, you know, I think things that people know you know, the most for, in general, give people like an outline of like what you've faced in terms of like lymphedema and like the issues you've had there.
I'll give you the story. Yeah, basically, yes. Before I proceed, right, I'm just looking at the three. Is there a video of this podcast as well? It's going to be live. Yeah. Look how small I look compared to Josh and Tom. If you're watching it right now, like I feel like an emaciated little boy. Like Tom's got like some fucking big juicy ass traps. Josh, you're looking pretty wide as well. Then I'm just like the little schoolboy with like no. What's that skinny neck? What's he called? The really skinny neck guy.
Oh, long neck, damn long neck,
daddy long neck.
I fucking feel like that right now.
Just move closer to the camera, mate. Oh my god,
it's not helping.
Shit.
But yeah, there you go. I did my first actual coached posing session today, so I'll start rounding my shoulders and trying to look big on screen. So
is that
learned something
with Macca?
Yeah, that's from Macca, dude. That's from Macca. But anyway, I'll quickly overview. Yeah, basically, the way I kind of got into training, going to the gyms, because I've got this. Josh and Tom probably already know it. Tom definitely already knows it.
I don't have a clue.
But yeah, I've got something called lymphedema, which I had as like 10, 11, 12 years old, where my lymphatic system I'm basically missing all of my lymphatic system in my lower left side of the body, and it turns out it's kind of important. So it's for like removal of waste. Probably a lot of people that listen to this, I'm guessing, are going to have an understanding or a basic understanding of it. But like, yeah,
they're all idiots, mate. They're all idiots.
Okay, yeah, fucking meatheads who listens to a podcast called Ball Shorts and Banner anyway. So
exactly.
That. But yeah, but basically, either I've got some like a really like fucking unlucky genetics, or it's an injury. But I'm missing like around my groin in that lower like by my kidney on that left side and everything down. The lymphatics are basically fucked. So it means that I'll get I struggle with edema or swelling on my leg. So if I'm standing up for too long, if I'm doing too much, I have like constant swelling on my leg, which is why I wear a black leg tight in all my Instagram pictures and stuff. I've got to wear it every single day. And then because of that as well, I've had numerous issues like infections and other things. So I think I'm up to about, I don't know, maybe I've had about 9 surgeries. I think I've lost count. But it's kind of, I got into training originally because got hospitalized. I got super skinny. I was like 60 something kilos. And then I just started documenting like training. I've always made videos and stuff. So I was like, I like training. I like filming stuff. I've filmed my comeback from that and document my process and journey in the gym. And then that's kind of like what the birth of the content on the YouTube channel. And then from there, it's happened. Like I've had various issues with it. Like I've had numerous surgeries, numerous things along the way. And yeah, pretty much I just get a big ass setback or something medical. It completely rare and unlikely happens to me. And I deal with it and use it as a bit of a reset button, I guess. Use it as a bit of motivation.
Yeah, so I think what people don't realize though is like the first time that happened to you, I bet you thought it was going to be like the one and only time that you had kind of like one of those big setbacks. But it's literally how many times has it happened now, mate? And I've been like, you've been like my best mate for like a long time throughout a lot of them, and it happens. It seems like it's happened like every couple of years, mate.
Yeah, it's weird because I got to a stage where it was actually happening like every couple of years. So I get this like, what would happen is I'd get this like crippling. You've probably been with me when it's happened, I think, haven't you? You've taken me to hospital, I think. Yeah, I've got some like crippling, like out of nowhere, I'll just get this like crippling pain in my leg or my knee or my ankle, and it like swell up. I couldn't weight bear on it at all, and then I'd get like super sick. And then I get rushed to hospital, and then they think I've got an infection. A lot of the time, they think I've got an infection in my knee or it's something along those lines, and I get surgery for that. But I don't actually know how many times I've actually had an infection and how many times I've actually not had an infection. It's been something that's, because I'm such a medical mystery and the condition I've got so rare, something that they don't understand. So probably half the surgeries might have been completely pointless, so it just fucked me up.
The thing is, though, looking at you, though, anyone from like looking in from the outside, you would never ever think that, with the amount of like setbacks that you've had, and these aren't just like small little things; these are like genuinely like life changing. That happen go on for months and months and months. Looking at you, your physique, and how you've still managed to, hold yourself together, and I guess is like, I don't think a lot of people would be able to do that. And it's kind of. When you then apply that and compare that to other people in their lives and the small kind of barriers that they do face, and I know it's like perspective wise, like people have their own issues and it gets magnified in their own world. But I think, would you say that all that shit that's happened has probably made you more resilient to things in life in general? Because obviously those are huge things that happen. So like the mundane things that happen throughout life, maybe they don't affect you as much. Do you feel like that's something?
Yeah, obviously I still have my shortcomings. I get angry and upset about dumb shit. Like I'm not some fucking stoic individual that's like unaffected by the world. But yeah, 100%, man. It's like those things definitely shape you as a person. But it's almost kind of, sometimes I feel a bit uncomfortable. I don't know. I feel like a bit uncomfortable speaking about it because I feel like everyone has something that is not nice occur in their life, whether it's physical, mental, like someone dying close to you. It's like everyone goes through that shit. And then I think for me, because it was flung on me and it's quite very obvious. It's like I learned from a fairly young age that it's like sounds quite cliche, but it's kind of like I always say, like it's playing the hand that you've been dealt. Like you can either do two things. You can either like roll over and die and be a victim of your circumstances, or you can like use the thing as power, like use it to come back better, or for something. You use it as a bit of motivation, and I feel like it's always a simple choice between that, and you're met with those choices on numerous times in your life, and or every day to day, and then it is just a choice what you make of the situation.
Everyone has their own shit, don't they? You just gotta suck it up and crack on with it.
Yeah. I always like anything that happens, whether it's a positive thing or a negative thing, it's just energy coming towards you, and then it's up to you how you direct it. So like positive things happen to people and then they end up with that like, imposter syndrome, and they're just kind of like, oh no, this good shit, this isn't for me, I'm lucky, whatever, and they deflect it, and then equally like people can have the worst things happen to them, or like, you know, they can experience some serious shit.
Right. So people, Mo just broke the podcast. We're back. Josh, carry on your thought. Energy, deflecting.
Yeah, we're just basically saying how energy is transferable. So if shit happens to you, you can turn it into a positive. Equally, if something positive happens to you, you can allow that to turn into a negative outcome by, you know, feeling like an imposter or almost just kind of, I don't know, shitting yourself and just ending up in a more negative situation. But anyway, enough about that. Mo, are you in Amsterdam?
I'm not in Amsterdam. I'm currently in Surrey right now. So, yeah, exciting times, mate.
I've heard that is Amsterdam of the UK, to be fair.
Yeah, well, when I think of Surrey, I think of posh people. So
yeah, same.
Yeah, it's definitely not posh. I'm leaving Surrey for Manchester very soon, aren't we, Tom?
Oi, oi.
Oh yeah, you're a northern lad, aren't you, Josh?
Come on,
fucking hell! You have to show us the ropes, mate. How to be street smart and not get shanked up.
I think that is going to be a YouTube video, right? Just walking around Manchester. I'm going to teach you how to be northern. You got to say a word. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's called "A up."
A up.
A up.
A up.
A up.
Oh,
all
mate,
right.
If I ever say that, Tom, please fucking plunge a dagger into my jugular, mate.
Don't worry, I'll be straight on it. Don't you worry.
Yeah, but I lived in Preston before, mate, didn't I? For a year, so I was in Preston for about a year. So
What's that face for, Josh?
Migrating back up to the north.
Why were you in Preston?
It's just what do they call it, mate? I don't know.
Females.
Yeah, well, I was there for living with my girlfriend. So Preston, she worked in Blackpool, which is probably even further. Yeah, you fucking hell, mate. It's like the hills of eyes, that place.
Christ.
Honestly, it's absolutely, yeah, it's crazy. But it wasn't too bad, you know, because I said to myself, I would never move to the north. And I moved to the north, and it was a nice house, pretty nice area. And I was like, you know what? I actually like this. I just realized that I just hate England as a whole.
How many places have you lived in, like, around the world then?
Oh, quite a few, man. Am I loud enough as well, by the way? Because the waveforms look really quiet for me.
You're quite quiet. If you can turn it up a little bit.
What about that? How's that? Because I could crank it up like this.
Oh, that's
better.
Good.
But the microphone's
Jesus.
clipping a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna.
No, don't shout, mate. Don't shout.
Yeah. So basically, Josh, I've lived in quite a few places. Like I'm from Cornwall. I grew up in Bude. Family, well, I was born originally in like northeast London, such as Essex, but I say I'm from Cornwall because I was only there for like a year or two. And then I've lived properly in Portugal and Thailand. I was meant to be there for most of a year. I'm meant to come back here in summer, like summer coming up now, but I had to leave that early due to visa issues with my girlfriend. So yeah, bro, couple of places. I've been a bit of a here, there, and everywhere kind of guy.
A little bit of a nomad.
Yeah, a little bit. But I kind of like it, man. It's cool.
Yeah.
I think you get very caught up in thinking, oh, you got to stay in this place, and it's like scared to change. But you realize that other places are pretty sick.
Do you get bored? Do you get bored if you stay in one place too long?
I don't know.
I feel like it's your ADHD, mate. You constantly just need something new, something like, you know, change, switch it up.
Yeah, man, I'm a sucker for like novelty and new things, which can be a blessing and a curse, you know. So maybe, but I guess like it's kind of, it's just always like if there's somewhere I want to try lots of things whilst I can. So if I want to, like for example, living in Thailand is absolutely sick, and I'd actually consider living there long term, but I wouldn't have known that unless I actually went there. And then Portugal's absolutely sick as well. I'd probably consider living there long term as well. So yeah, man, that's probably it.
Cool.
What are you boys? You've always been in Sheffield.
I did a year living in Australia. Back when I was 20 to 21.
Whereabouts?
Sydney.
Oh, sick. How was that?
Unreal. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's fucking sick, isn't it?
I used to work for Nike, so I got a job out in Sydney, working in one of their stores, and then I got a little bit bored, and then I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to go and get a job in the outback, and I worked on a chicken farm for 3 months.
No way.
It was unreal. Like, such a crazy experience. Like the next, like, you know, town were like a 3-hour drive away, and
Where was it?
It was an area called Corindai, so it's like New South Wales still, but it's like, in the middle of nowhere.
Ah, sick. What did you do on the chicken farm?
I collected eggs.
Oh, what a job, mate! I love chickens. I'd enjoy that job, I reckon.
Mo's got
brilliant.
Have you still got your quails?
Yeah,
No, you don't,
mate.
do you?
I still got 2 little quails. Yeah, I love birds. I just randomly, the last few years, I just fucking become some weird bird person, mate.
Mate, the birds on this farm were more like mini dinosaurs. I have no idea what was in that food, but they're averaging like 2 or 3 eggs a day. They're absolute monsters.
What sort of farm was it? Are we talking like a kind of okay farm, or are they in like little fucking boxes where they can't move?
Hens.
It was free range.
Ah, sick. Okay.
Yeah. So there was 100,000 chickens on the farm, maybe 400 cows, and then shitloads of kangaroos. But in Australia, obviously, kangaroos are like seen as like almost like vermin.
Yeah.
So one kangaroo would eat the same amount of grass as 10 cows. So a lot of the work, So obviously it's red hot. There wasn't a great amount of grass. So a lot of my job was animal control for kangaroos.
So what, killing kangaroos? What way?
No.
You shoot them? No.
Some stuff that we can't discuss on this podcast. But
They did. Why couldn't you shoot them?
we shot them.
Oh, that's all right then. I thought they like didn't give you a gun and you had to do it with a brick or something. Nah, you Josh, you're a fucking dark horse, mate. I bet
Every time Josh
you,
gets this podcast cancelled.
I bet you built up like an insatiable thirst for like animal blood now, mate. So you roam the streets of Sheffield killing cats or something wild.
I can't believe that.
People are the closest things to kangaroos in the UK.
Yeah.
I always wondered why he's a bit dead behind the eyes.
There's a lot of homeless people in Sheffield, I think. Or there wasn't there? Like, I think so.
Not anymore.
Oh, dear. That's class. I feel like such a shouted child compared to you guys. Like, I haven't done much like traveling, to be honest.
That's why you're coming up north.
Oh, good. Great.
Yeah, lucky you, Tom. It's basically Bali, eh?
Gets at Blackpool.
Oi, I'm literally, as soon as you work online, Tom, I'm literally going to fucking drag you to somewhere warm and tropical, kicking and screaming, whether you like it or not. Like,
mate, we need to.
Needs to be done.
It's got to be done. Like, Tom's single. He's got no reason not to.
Go.
Yeah.
Needs to get out there, man. Especially, like, I think, because I left England so I got back last month. I left England in end of September. So like literally just as like the sick part of summer was ending, I left England, and I cannot tell you, like obviously I was worried about being away from home for so long and stuff. I did not fucking miss it at all, bro. Like, I realized how miserable and depressing this place is in winter. And like obviously there's like always like, oh, my environment doesn't matter. It fucking does matter. So yeah, if I could, like, I've thought about this, if I could go away for 6 months, spend 6 months in the UK, 6 months abroad, that will be my life sorted. Like I'd love to buy a place here, rent it out on a 6-month lease over winter, and then come back to there in summer, live there, and then fuck off again like every year. I think that would be the dream.
Oh, that is literally the dream.
Yeah. Tom's cogs turning. He's like trying to imagine something outside of England.
He's doing the maths, innit?
People bub. Now I'm just thinking, like,
just Cornwall.
My thing for me is like, I wanted to do that this year, and I wanted to like get away somewhere, but then at the same time, I want to stay here because I can focus on, like, my, as sad as it sounds, like my off season and my business, and I just want like a year of just smashing it. Versus like if I travel, I don't know what gyms are going to be like. I don't know what, all these other things are going to be like. But then it's like weigh it up. I feel like if I just smash this off season, prep next year, then travel after prep. I don't know.
Yeah, but then what's going to happen if you've settled down, you've got a girlfriend, you got a fucking dog, you got a child? Do you know it might never happen, mate? That's what you said. Oh, it might never happen, mate. But you don't have to do like dirt bag fucking smelly hippie traveling. You've got a business, you work for yourself remotely. So I think like a lot of people don't realize, like, you could live in Thailand for half of what we're paying to live in Manchester in a very, very nice place. You could train at Muscle Factory, which has got every bit of a gym equipment you could possibly ever want. Bro, you can go and get some like beautiful Thai chicken and rice meal for like £1, £2.
I was about to say Thai girl then.
Yeah. You can literally eat out every single meal. So when I was in Thailand, I didn't cook a single meal once, and it's just cheaper to eat out, and it's like good, healthy, protein rich.
That's the technical term.
Proteinous. There you go. I'm making that up. proteinous food. So yeah, man, it's sick. Definitely. You got no excuse.
We'll do 6 months in the land of Josh.
Yeah.
And then if we go away, mate, teach me. You need to take me under your wing and show me the way.
Yeah, bro, we'll do it. Because you got to remember when you're there. Say if you did do like 6 months in Thailand, and you want to focus on your off season, which is fair enough, and like your business as well. Doesn't mean like you can definitely do those things, but it doesn't mean you have to choose one or the other. Like you're still in Asia, so you could take a weekend to go like somewhere else in Thailand, or go to because that's what I did when I was there. Like I go for like away for like 3 days or a week to like some fucking island or something, or to Vietnam, or like you can go to Japan, which is only a few hours away. And you can just use it as a bit of a base, really, man, and still do everything you're doing right now, except it's cheaper, it's nicer, and it's warmer, and you're in another country. So it's like fuck. It's like what? Why haven't you done this already, both of you?
I reckon it'll happen. Like definitely for Tom. Like I'm a maybe. I've got a missus and my own flat.
Yeah.
But then again, we just rent it for a few months. We're going to October we're going to Australia in October, and there's like a little bit of me that's like, well, if we could rent it out for 3 months, then what's the point in coming home? Like I work online, my girlfriend's job is remote.
Yeah.
So like we should be doing stuff like that because we're young enough to do it and it not have any like dire consequences.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, especially if you've got a place sorted as well. I guess it's just logistically, it's like effort, and we're loss averse, aren't we? We're scared of the unknown by nature. Everyone is, so yeah.
Josh, as lovely as Annabella is, right? Us free, Thailand, okay. Beautiful chicken. All right,
no, you've got a girlfriend, haven't you?
Yeah, I do.
So we'll just introduce them, and then.
Fuck
Lads
off.
on tour and girls on tour. Everyone's winning.
I love it. Anyway, segueing. Mo. Prep,
yes.
How are we? How's it going? How many weeks are you in now?
I think I'm on week 6 now.
And how are you finding it?
Yeah, pretty damn good, to be honest, mate. Fucking loving it, enjoying it thoroughly. And I'm like, obviously I want to win, but the main reason I'm doing it is for the actual process of doing it. So I kind of have an appreciation for that. You know what I mean?
It's because you said before that you'd never prep before, never prep again, never do another show, didn't you?
Yeah, never compete again.
That changed quick, didn't it?
I think it's probably like, what's it called? Social contagion, like obviously you competed, being really into it. A lot of my friends have been into it. And also, I don't know if I spoke to you about this, but I just felt like I was just coasting through life. Like I was just coasting. Like I could do, like I was in Thailand. Obviously, one thing that I've always done is I've always trained fucking hard, and I've always trained consistently for 10 plus years. Like, so I'd never do that, but I felt like my foot was off the gas a little bit. And it's almost like what's the word? Deteriorated.
Worse.
Deteriorated like mentally or as a person. So at the start of this year, I was like, okay, I want to do something that's hard, that's going to challenge me, that I'm to choose to do, but it's going to that I don't particularly like necessarily want to do, but just to like put me in that position of discomfort. And obviously I've trained before, or no, I've competed before. I know what it entails, and I was ready to take on a new challenge, and just kind of begin a bit of a new journey to cultivate that mindset. And since I've started, I've been fucking locked in. Like every measurable metric pretty much of my life has been better. So
you can tell that you're coached by Lewis. There's no missing.
Yeah, Lewis has been good, to be fair. It's been good. Yeah.
He's just a straight up bodybuilder, isn't he?
Yeah, but I feel
Just a
like
meathead.
I feel like as well though, when you're in the like, obviously both of you guys, let me just turn off my notifications. I'm getting pinged. That'll do. Obviously, yeah, both of you guys coach and you compete as well. But I feel like when you're locked in to do it, you just do as you're told. It's just automatic. It's like it's not really much more than that. You know, you just get given something, you follow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mo, have you like made it common knowledge to the world what show it is that you're wanting to do?
Yeah, so I'm doing the PCA Naturals in Telford on June the 8th. That is a plan of attack, which gives me about 14 weeks. I got my phone. I never guess what I just did. I just pulled out the headphone thing. So here you go. Yeah, we're back with that.
No,
It's all good. It's all
You're
good.
fine.
We're in the podcast. But yeah, so we have got until then. Let me do the maths. 12 weeks out. So there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, but
14, baby.
But yeah, I gave myself a lot more time because I think I started prep at maybe 16 or 17 weeks out this time, and like I feel like it's super super early because I wasn't super fat, or I don't have too much to lose. But with I quite like the approach that Lewis has taken, where we're going to aim to get ready, like, or stage ready a few weeks out, and then run some practice peaks, which is pretty cool. Because previously, when I have competed and I've been coached as well, we haven't really had I'd say we haven't really had the time to do that. So yeah, 12 weeks, and I'm about 5-6 weeks in, I guess, ish.
Nice.
Is Mo going to be against some of your boys?
Yeah. I've just been working out in my head how many and what boys are you against. One of my boys, Theo White, he's doing that show. Gio, that came to the meetup on Saturday, you know, the one that's already quite lean. They're decent. They're okay. Theo's quite muscular, but yeah, it'll be exciting to see.
We'll see. I guess we'll throw some hands. Throw it down.
Honestly, Mo, you have some of the best genetics. If you fucking trained like me year round, you would be
skinnier.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Tom, you just don't work hard enough, mate. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah. I just record like training clips for Instagram, and then the rest of the week is just shit.
Pull some faces, pretend you're like.
Tom's video editing skills are sensational. Like he won't put any weight on the machines, and he'll just, do all the facials and make the noises. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, but nah, man. I've been super locked in with the trainer stuff, and also it's kind of a good thing though, I find, because like I said, I always take just out of personal preference as well. Mainly, like, I always train with over the last, for good, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 plus years, I've trained with a high intensity, low volume approach. So like, I don't coast my sessions. I will, every set is still fucking failure that I do, even when I was in Thailand, for example, when I wasn't tracking food, when I was in quote unquote off season. But even then, I'd say that my work capacity, or my output, if you factor in like overall effort, structured training, like tracking everything, it was probably at like 85%, 80%. And then now, if I can put my foot on the gas a bit more, I'm giving it all I can. So I'm 99. Obviously 100 doesn't really exist. But then just that bump in like 19%, I find that I'm able to, the first month anyway, like like numbers are still just flying up. It's taking a bit of a dip now. Now I've lost some weight, but in terms of like, I feel like I've actually got a bit bigger. And then I'd say it just kind of equates to maybe coasting a little bit of my training, because I wasn't, like I said, 100%, and then I've gone bam back into it, and yeah. So I feel like it's kind of given me a bit of it's nice for me, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. When you move in with Tom, you are going to find out what 100% looks like, because Tom is just pure bodybuilder, aren't you, mate? Never had a cookie dealer in your life. You don't have McDonald's.
Yeah, I just eat tilapia, rice and broccoli, mate. That's it. The Brandon Harding diet.
Oh, yeah, Tom will hear me giving it the big one, and this will move in together. Then I'll be like at the fridge, like binging and crying at like at the 12 a.m. every night.
No, honestly though, all right. I tried to coach Mo once, right, and it was just Just didn't work.
Oh,
Like it's like it like dropped like 0.1 of a kg. He's like, coach, I need a refeed.
To be like I've struggled in like when I don't have a goal or I don't have something to work towards. Like in the past, obviously I've been through everything. I've trained for a fucking long time. Is like I literally just go off the rails and eat fucking shit, bro. But I feel like it is just all a mindset. It's just like how you come into it. I think I don't have to tell you boys, but now like I'm fucking hungry. I will be hungry. I will be tired. But it's like I enjoy that feeling, and it's like in the past I'll be like, oh, I wish I could eat this. I wish I could have this. But kind of now it's just like I don't fucking want that shit. I just tell myself that I don't fucking want it. Like I enjoy the hunger, I enjoy the fucking pain. So I feel like I haven't had any kind of urge or anything like that. And the entire duration of prep, I will not skip a beat. It'll be completely locked in. So
what a boy. What a fucking boy.
Do you feel like this prep so far has been the best? Like, do you think you're on track to bring your best physique ever?
We'll see, I guess. We'll see. I'm definitely like, I feel like because the last time I competed was 2019, so what's that, 5 years? And obviously I've got pretty lean, but I haven't been below. I think I competed at 79 kilos 5 years ago. That was my stage weight. 170, about 173 or 174 pounds. I think that's about 79 kilos. And then I've been sitting at like, for the last year, I've been sitting around 90. When I was in Thailand, I was like about 94. And now I'm pretty fucking. I'm obviously I'm not lean by competition standards, but I've got abs. I'm starting to get like serratus obliques coming through. I'm starting to get some striations, and I'm like 89. So I've definitely put on some fucking muscle over that time,
mate. If I was 89 kg, I'd have like Mr. Potato Head.
Mo, how tall are you?
Just 5'11", so like 180 centimeters. So Tom, I think me and Tom are a pretty similar height. Tom might, yeah. Tom's convinced that he's.
I'm 5'10".
I don't believe that.
You're like 5'9", mate.
I'm 5'10".
Most 5'9".
Nah, because I'm pretty adamant. I'm not, because if I was gonna lie about my height, I'd say 6 foot. But I get fucking measured every time I've been in hospital for surgeries and stuff. I just scrape, like I'm probably maybe like 1 mil or 2 mil on the below 5'11", but.
You used to be 5'11". After all the knee surgeries, you're now 5'9".
Actually, the surgeries I had were the femur lengthening surgeries. So now I'm competing the extra tall class. But yeah, man. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like I could just if I ran gear. Even nothing would. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being delusional, but I feel like I'd just be a fucking freak, bro.
You'd have the worst hairline in the world.
My hair would be gone. That's honestly one of the key things that put me off taking gear was the fact that my hair would just get obliterated. Like even now, the hair transplant, I looked at it this morning, and on the top it's still like quite thin. I'm like, fuck. Like I don't think the boys surviving any kind of cycle, But yeah, I think Tom as well. Like, obviously, I have a kind of constant swelling in my legs. So that probably adds a bit of weight to me, like realistically. And then also, I've got super like, it's a bit of a blessing and a curse. Like, I feel like all of my insertions are super low as well. So like for example, my lats insert super low. So I probably the amount of mass on my lats. They don't look too like you definitely look better than me, Tom, from a lat perspective. But like, I feel like. Yeah, I've just got so much to fill out.
Mum, I haven't told you this yet, but Lewis is putting me in, mate.
Oh, Tom, looking at the size of your head, mate, there's no way that's gonna happen.
Too far gone.
Starting prep now for next year, are we, mate?
October, maybe.
Oi, I'd actually love for you to fucking compete as well. It'd be great.
Nah, but in all honesty, though, I think us living together is going to be so good for your prep and so good for my off season as well.
Yeah, man, 100%.
It's going to be so good for my off season as well, having you both in the north. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, come down for a cheeky Sheffield sesh.
Oh God, yeah, mate. Ultraflex Rotherham. Every week.
You've never been, Mo, have you, either?
I think I trained with Ben Bray somewhere. It might have been. I thought it might have been more at Rotherham. Where does he have a place?
Ben trains at Rotherham, yeah.
Yeah, Tom, I have trained at Rotherham then. Yeah. Me and Ben trained. I can't remember. I think we just trained a while back.
Ben went to my school.
Did he?
Yeah. Cool kids all in the same school.
No way. It's now I noticed the Sheffield accent on both of you. Then I guess that's why. Yeah.
Oh, fab. Tom, did you put a questions box up?
I did indeed.
Did you get any good questions?
Mate, I get weirdos, man. But we'll roll with it.
Did John send any in, mate?
He didn't. I think he blocked me or unfollowed me.
Why?
So we've got a mine and Mo. Like we've got a couple number one fans, Josh. But our long-standing number one fan, me and Mo, is Mr. John Wayne. And Mo's still got a good relationship with him, but I don't anymore.
I replied to his DMs. I actually quite like him. He seems like a fucking funny guy. It's just basically this is a homosexual individual called John, and he just devotedly. I wouldn't say he's followed me, Tom. Maybe not Tom anymore. I don't know what Tom did, and Alex
John,
since we're living together. And like, do you know? You just feel like you make friends with someone online, like. I feel like he just sends me the weirdest. Well, our friendship was kind of I don't want to get him in trouble, so I'm not going to say anything. You know, I was just saying our friendship was kind of jeopardized when I received a weird image at 3 a.m. once in the morning. But then water under the bridge, mate. We won't speak about that. But yeah, basically just sends loads of weird fucking gay innuendos and shit, and it's pretty funny.
It's funny.
But he knows that he's like he plays into it, you know. He just fucks with me or fucks with us. So it's like, I like this guy.
When Mo says he was out in Thailand with his girlfriend, yeah, John,
yeah, that's it.
So questions. Mo, this is not relevant to Josh, right, at all. Are the drum and bass raving days over? From Zach Hayes Fit. Absolutely not.
Nah, I'm gonna say I did see, right. I saw the other night, and it's last night actually. I saw a video of Rampage, which is a big drum bass event in Europe. They do like various events. And it was Camo and Crooked. It's Camo and Crooked's 2024 Rampage set. And I was like, oh my fucking God. The things I would do to be there. But equally, yeah, so drum and bass will never be over. Like, I have a lot of friends that play drum and bass and stuff. I love drum and bass. I still go to drum and bass events. But I'm just loving, like, more techie, techno stuff and...
Afro house.
House.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not going to lie, I don't know if I could go and... send a load of MDMA to drum and bass anymore, to be honest.
Mate, you're a natural athlete now, so you can't anyway. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
Get banned from the PTA, mate. Just be careful.
Yeah. So So I think
after prep. Come on.
Yeah, after prep we're gonna have a big old send, I think. But yeah, so I love drum bass, still got drum bass, but I'm exploring other genres of music at the moment, and I'm really loving like going down that. It's like finding music again, really. It's pretty cool. Tom has yet to experience it, and because you're a drum bass boy, and God knows what you listen to in Sheffield, mate. So
mate, I love Afro House. No, I love Afro. He's a Mumford and Sons guy.
I
So Josh,
I like Mumford and Sons. That's a good choice, to be fair. Fucking.
What about
Westlife?
Westlife.
Oh well.
ABBA.
Oh. I'm not gonna judge your choices, but I think I prefer Mumford and Sons, to be honest. But yeah.
Josh, do you want to come my beefer?
Oh my God, no, I don't.
Oh, you do, mate. I'll change your mind.
Fuck, it does. All right, Mo. We need to corrupt him. All right,
yeah,
he's a world champion. He can be complacent. It's fine. Like, you can chill out and enjoy yourself now, mate. You've won the world. You've beat it.
Ibiza though. It always seems a bit scary, sketchy.
Mate, it's the world stage.
Why is it sketchy?
Just looks a bit questionable. Like, you know, what's that place called? Ocean Beach.
Ocean Beach. Okay, so right, so not all Ibiza is made equally right. Okay, you get the Ibiza that fucking Chanel and the girls go to in their fucking heels
Mercedes.
With their fucking 33 BMIs each, fucking orange fake tans, mate. They go to Ocean Beach. Okay, anyone that's listening to this and has gone to Ocean Beach and like they're triggered by that, I I don't take back anything I said. It's fucking shit. So yeah. So Ocean Beach is basically, Josh, it's like the equivalent of Prism. It's like the Prism of Ibiza. So like, I think I don't blame people, because before I'm not exactly a seasoned Ibiza veteran, but before I went to Ibiza, I was like, oh, sick, Ocean Beach. Like, I was thinking about it, but then I went a few times. I never actually went. I went to Ibiza. I never actually managed to go to Ocean Beach. But all my friends who like live there, for example, they're like, nah, you just don't go there. So it's like there's kind of like that side that's like the very like commercially prismy side, and then there's the actual like music side where you go for a specific event, or you go for someone like High or Pasha for a specific lineup, and then it's like more for about the music. Because I wouldn't just go to Ibiza for the sake of it. I'd go there to see a specific artist or a specific, specific event. So yeah,
I'll put my trust in you two on picking an event.
Yeah, don't you worry about it. You have a good time.
That's a yes. Oh,
maybe. It's a maybe.
Well, the closing parties are in like September. So that's like the prime time ready to go. Because then it's not super hot. It's still nice and hot, but it's not like death hot. It's not as packed out as like peak season. And then the people there are also like the lineups are really good, and it's kind of the biggest parties, the closing and opening.
If this podcast gets over 1,000 views, I'll come.
I'll literally just share it for that pure reason alone. So you've got to come, Josh, and let me and Tom decide your fate in Ibiza. So you
yeah. No, it's all good.
Jesus. I've had a question asked from you from a former client of mine, and I'm going to tell you a story about this person. I just to embarrass him, because everyone needs to know that he's an absolute melt. It's called Joe.Mead_. And I prepped him, it'll be 2 years ago now. And on peak week, I was like, right, would you like a diet plan or would you like macros? And he went for macros, but then he didn't go for macros. He went for calories, and he carb loaded with crunchies.
What a choice! Yeah. What a great choice!
Sounds like something Mo would do.
How does this tie into Ibiza at all? Or are we just...
No, it doesn't. He's asked a question.
He's asked a question. Okay.
I just embarrass him because he was a fan.
To be fair, I fucking do love a crunchy. But how did he look at the end of the crunchy peak week?
What do you think?
Like a crunchy.
He looked like Augustus Gloop on stage.
No.
It was not a good time. Right, here's asked, why did Wobb's pre-workout stop?
Oh, that's a controversial, not a controversial one. There's I've never really spoken about this. Like,
you don't have to.
No, I will. So it's several reasons really. It's nothing too. I suppose I can make it sound as bad as I want it to sound, to be honest. Tom knows. Tom's well aware of
5 people died.
Well, nah. So basically, a few things happened. One of them was it was getting harder and harder to source the ingredients that made the product the product. A lot of stuff was from China, like the raw ingredients, and that is manufactured in a manufactured plant in the UK.
Wuhan.
So obviously with the coronavirus and other stuff, it's harder to get stuff in. There's more clampdowns on specific things that are in the pre, like all the pro hormones and the SARMs, and the nah, I'm joking. But obviously we're fully transparent with everything that's in there. But there was like people literally messaged me asking if there was like illicit drugs like MDMA in there or something. Like they would not get it. But
was it that wild?
Oh mate,
it was. It also ridiculous. Got to a point as well where it's so strong that I didn't take it anymore. So I was like, it was hard for me to sell when I couldn't fucking take it, because I'd feel like, yeah, go on, Tom.
I just remember like us like forcing it down you, like, mate, this is your own product. Why aren't you taking this? It's just So that was one of the things. Stuff getting harder to source. Like, it did really, really well in its first couple of years. It did so well. Like, we used to sell out within a matter of, I don't know if it's pretty under a week on most restock. So we'd constantly be playing catch up, trying to stock things. But then there'd be stock issues. We had some issues with customer support as well and other things. And like, obviously,
I'm the face of it, and people have like brought into me on this business. And when like a single person messaged me that wasn't happy because let's say they didn't have something arrive, or they had a problem where the support didn't sort something out the way that like I would have sorted it out, it got to me, bro. Like that people like didn't, because I want everyone to have a sick experience with this product. It's like my baby. And then to combine that, a plethora of things, and then also I had a business partner for it. We had a big falling out about like how the business was run, what we wanted to direction that we wanted to take it in. He wanted to go one way with it, I wanted to go the other way in it. And then I tried to buy him out of the company. And then, long story, it was a very incredibly, ridiculously unattainable high figure that he wanted. So that kind of was a bit of a stalemate. So then with all those things, rather than keeping it going and kind of like not, we decided to close it based on that. That's kind of the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
If we didn't have those previous problems, I'm sure we could have worked through it together. And then if it wasn't so like flamboyant with ingredients and products and other things and sourcing, etc. But yeah, to make a long story short, we just closed it after all that. And then we took out. Go on, sorry, bro.
Well, we're going to say, would you go back into like the supplement industry again in the future, or have you tried that and that's it, you done?
It's a difficult one because there's a few things that I want to start business wise, or will start business wise, that I'm looking to do. But supplements isn't one of them. I'm never going to say never because I'll be open to it. And like it was incredibly profitable as well. I think in the first year we did like from nothing, just based on organic sales, we're doing over 6 figures, which is fucking great. But you might be like, yeah. So it was doing really well. Like it's the first. There's a lot of learning, like a lot of things I took away from it. It was like the first business I'd done. But by the time we closed it, we'd wasted so much fucking money on like web developers and products and labels and all kinds of shit that I think I walked away with like $3,000, $4,000 maybe. So
Nice.
So fucking that was it is what it is. It is what it is, bro.
The amount of stress. I just remember, mate, the amount of time you dumped into that and the amount of stress. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and no, like there's no one really directly to blame for it. And the dude that I was partnered up with, or my partner in it, like I still, we don't really speak anymore because we just have such different lives. But I don't have any like ill will of him or anything like that. Like I still rate him as a person, think he's a good guy. But I just think from like a business perspective, some people you're not compatible with. You know, you just like it doesn't work. It's like a relationship. Like you could love someone to bits as a friend, but then like if you get married to them, you might want to fucking tear their throat out, and it's just not meant to be. So I think that's kind of what it's like in business as well, and it's a big learning curve. But yeah, that's basically it. Plethora of things, and then loads of people started dying as well, but we'll ignore that.
Love it. From Defini Salvatore 01. Hi guys, any tips to deal with fears and facing them? Go on, Josh.
I'm scared of heights and you two jump out of planes, so I'm going to let you two answer this.
I've never jumped out of a plane.
What, so when you do it in a few weeks, that's your first time?
Yep.
When are you doing it, Tom?
April.
What date?
26th.
You're not doing it together?
I said to you, do you want to come, Mo? And you said, yeah.
Let me make sure it's in my diary. April. Okay, I'm putting in my diary now. 26th of April, yeah?
I'll double check the date. I think it's 26th of April. Josh, would you like to come jump out of a plane?
Where is it?
It's in... I'll have to double check. But
Netheravon.
Netheravon, yeah. Netheravon.
Never heard of it.
It's kind of near Southampton.
Come on, Josh.
Go on, do it. Because Josh, I'm not just saying this, but I'm actually also scared of heights.
But you also jump out of planes, so I somewhat don't believe you.
Nah, I swear to God, I'm fucking terrified of like the first skydive I did. I hated it, bro. So yeah, to answer that question, like it's a psychological thing as well. It's something called exposure therapy, where if you deliberately expose yourself to something that you're scared of, you'll eventually overcome it. And it's kind of like looping it around full circle. It's like that thing where you're met with a choice. You can either run away from the thing you're scared of, or you can lean into it and do it. And then the only way you're going to grow and actually overcome whatever it is that you're scared of, that fear, is by directly addressing the fear. So So yeah, with me, bro, like if it's weird, because if I stand at the top of a building, I still get like palpitations and like, oh fuck, like a bit of an adrenaline rush. And I'd never done a skydive, but I was like, fuck it, it's cool. I'll book the full skydiving course and pay like a few grand before I've ever done one. So I did the first one, mate, and it was fucking horrendous. Fucking awful. Hated it.
Didn't
And
Brandon do the same and never did it?
yeah, Brandon did it. Brandon Harding started doing it with me.
What in Portugal?
Bro, so me and Brandon started to get a skydiving license together. We went on the same journey, yeah. And then he did the first one as well, and he was like, yeah, fuck this, I'm never doing it again. And I was like, this was fucking awful, but I was like, I can't quit now. I got to do it. I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever done, but at least like I got to the ground after doing my first like tandem jump. We were strapped to someone, and like going up, I was pretty chill. I was like, all these thoughts go through your head, like you're like thinking like, what is the meaning of life and all this shit, and you're going up and you're like, yeah, I'm chill, and I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. I'm actually pretty relaxed. Soon as the fucking door opens, bro, and your legs just hang over nothingness, and you got like 150 miles an hour of wind whipping past you, can't hear shit.
Oh my god!
And then you're just like hanging over nothing. Then you're like, they're like 3, 2, 1, go, or they normally go on 2, so you don't hold on to anything. Yeah, like a lot of people say it's like this blissful, euphoric experience. Tom, I'm sure you're really gonna enjoy it. Like, I actually do think you will, because the majority of people do. But for me, mate, I just like I didn't breathe. I like held my breath through the whole thing. My ears were fucked. I remember to breathe when the parachute finally opened. And I was like, like fucking, like almost dying. Got to the ground. I just thought I was gonna throw up everywhere from like nerves and anxiety. And I was like, this is fucking horrible. Then I was like, right, like so tomorrow, right, is your you do this but by yourself. I was like, fucking fantastic. So yeah, you basically do 7 jumps to get a skydiving license. I did the next one, survived, and then it gradually gets like less scary, you know, and more enjoyable. So now I've done like 300, and it's like I don't really get any fear from actually jumping out of a plane now.
300.
But it's more like but it's more like the I get performance anxiety, and that's about it. So if I jump with new people, because it's incredibly difficult. If I jump with new people and we're doing like a technical jump or something, it's like a little bit hard because there's different disciplines in skydiving. Then I'll get worried about like letting people down, but not so much about the actual act of skydiving.
The only way, basically, the only way to get over fears is to do them.
Pretty much, man. Yeah, it's literally as simple as it is. Yeah, it's like the most simple thing in the world, but it's also one of the most difficult to do because you either do it or you don't.
Yeah,
it's literally it. It's like like.
Can you remember? Can you remember at the back end of last year, Tom, when I did that public speaking thing?
Yeah.
And I was watching one of your YouTube videos with my girlfriend whilst we were having breakfast, and I think you went to like a Starbucks and you were recording yourself. Like, I don't know, I'm just saying, oh yeah, I hate recording or whatever it was. Yeah. He was like, look, whenever something comes up like in your head that, oh, this is a red flag, it's a fear, and you're like, oh shit, I don't want to do it, then that's exactly why you should do it. And literally a few hours later, I got asked to do a public speaking event that like is my worst nightmare. Talk about myself, bro. Not a fan. Talk in front of other people, not a fan. And then both of them combined, just great. Yeah. So you were like, in my mind, I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it.
That's sick. No, because I also they say that public speaking is the most common fear, or that's like the biggest one. I'm also fucking terrified of public speaking, bro. Like even at university, man. Like I remember doing presentations in like front of 30 people, and no word of a lie, I would literally like my knees would shake, I'd sweat. I'm not even joking. I'd almost like shit myself, like physically almost shit my pants. Like my stomach could be churning. But then the only way but I think it's like one of those things is like if you make the choice to do that and get past the initial anxiety, your brain rewards you, so you get like this euphoric, like this incredibly good feeling from it, which is like why skydiving's addictive, probably why like you felt good after doing that public speaking thing, you know. So, and
I guess that's why you've got aversion ascension tattooed.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people resonate with
the exact reason. Big up to the.
I've seen so many people with that tattoo now as well. It's mental.
Crazy, mate. Crazy.
I've seen quite a lot of people with don't think do as well.
Yeah, it's absolutely mad. I've also noticed a lot of people, I feel like, maybe I'm just, again, being delusional, but I feel like this trend of tattoos here I fucking started that shit. Like, I saw no one with tattoos there, and now there's loads of people getting these here. Because Brandon's placement as well was definitely influenced by. There's no way I'd ever say it was, but it's definitely influenced by that. But yeah, man. Yeah, words to live by, mate. Hence why I got it tattooed on me.
Love it.
Like it.
I've had a question based on ascension aversion from Theo White Fitness, who you'll be competing against at the PCA show. Do you have any suggested reading on the topic? Like, are there any books that you'd recommend for someone that's wanting to start learning about ascension aversion?
Yeah. So the actual quote comes from a book by someone called Brendan Burchard, The Motivation Manifesto. And I haven't read it I've probably read it like 5-6 years ago now, so I don't even remember the contents of it. But I do remember that one thing. It talks about ascension aversion and using like fear and freedom. I'm probably gonna read it again soon. But yeah, that book, The Motivation Manifesto, check it out. I seem to remember it being like a really nice read for someone if you're kind of starting reading as well. It's not mega long, but there's a lot of like value chucked in there.
Beautiful.
I've got a good question. Actually, no, I'll save it to last. Okay, Josh, you go for another one.
I've got a Talbot Balfe.
Oh god, so have I. Should we wrap it up in some Talbot Balfes?
Yeah, a Talbot Balfe question is incredibly inappropriate.
We usually save them till last.
What is a Talbot Balfe?
So Talbot Balfe is a individual on Instagram. He's a fan.
Oh, is it one of your fans, like a special fan?
Yeah. He's a board shorts and banter OG, right? He's been around for a while now.
Not as long as John Freelove, but yeah.
No, not as long as John. We've got another John as well.
Might be the same guy.
So Mo, this is to you. I'm assuming this is to you, Mo. Would you rather be bent over by me or Josh?
Bent over, like what exactly happens?
I'm guessing taken from the back, mate.
I'm guessing penetration.
I'm gonna have to say Josh, to be honest, because I think like if I get bent over by you, Tom, and we're living together, like it might be the start of something like neither of us want to happen, and it might be some like beautiful romance.
What if you enjoyed it?
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm just gonna get fucking clapped to the bottom like every night as we're living together. So I don't really want any potential of that to transpire. And also, it's like if it goes the opposite way, we have to live together. And I'm like in fear of you, like jumping at your shadow, and we're living in the same house, or I'm scared that you're going to come and fucking rip off the sheets. 3 a.m. mate. I don't want to live. I don't want to live with a locked door.
What if I enjoyed it, but you hated it?
Exactly, mate. So I feel like just Josh, because I feel obviously. I don't know you as well as Tom. I feel like if you were to clap me from behind, I could probably distance myself from you a bit easier.
That's fine, mate.
The psychological trauma, or the opposite, would be easier to overcome.
You could say as well that you've been rear-ended by a world champion as well.
There we go. Exactly. Yeah. Was Tom? So yeah.
Exactly. What is Tom?
I always, mate. I always lose. I'm always you're the first. You beat me to rear-ended Mo. I'm fucking last.
I feel like Tom would like take his time with it as well, and like fuck me over the course of like 2 hours, like whisper in my ear and put some candles and shit. Like maybe with you it'll be over quickly, Josh. So yeah.
I won't waste your time with any of that nonsense. Don't worry. Right, my Talbot Balfe question, which is probably just for you and me, Mo. Would you rather drink milk directly out of a cow's udder or Tom's nipples?
What do you mean? Drink milk out of Tom's nipples, or like suck Tom's nipples?
I'm gonna say suck. Knowing Talbot, he means suck.
I'd probably go with a cow's udder, to be honest. Like, not because I think that Tom's nipples are necessarily bad, but I've always wondered what fresh milk from a cow's udder tastes like. So I've wanted to kind of do that anyway.
Yeah,
in a non-sexual way, of course. Like,
absolutely.
Oh yeah. But nah, I want to give it a try. Some full cream milk,
It's so warm. Oh my god.
Have you ever milked an animal?
No, I haven't. Sadly, I've always wanted to milk a cow.
I did. I milked a goat when I was younger. It was horrible.
Really?
Like, the udder is like so warm.
Don't you have to be quite aggressive with it?
I don't know. give it like a little.
I must have milked a cow.
Tom,
when I was really
Did
young.
you do it? You know, when you went on that TV show with go on, Jim will fix it, and they did it blindfolded. Was that you?
Yeah, that was the one, mate.
In the public toilets, mate.
Yeah. That was the episode. That was the episode that never got aired. Yeah.
Didn't get aired down south. It did up north, mate. Oh dear. I think I would go for the udder. I'm not against that anyway. You know, just like, oh, what's it taste like?
Yeah.
I think that's weird.
Yeah.
I said to him, that's quite a tame question.
That is quite a tame question, yeah. I think.
He asked for the last podcast, Mo. He asked, would you rather shag the sexiest tranny or the oldest woman in the world?
That's a good question. I'd probably go with sexiest tranny, to be honest.
See,
and not because I've got any intention of ever having sex with a transvestite or a ladyboy, but I think like what the oldest woman in the world, bro, she's going to be frail as well. Like, what are the chances that something's going to break because she's not going to climb up the other side of that? So you're basically asking, would you rather have sex with someone that's basically a chick, if you like, you know,
after 10 pints,
whether it's pre-op or post-op, okay, like, come on, I'm not looking or touching anything, or would you rather have sex with a corpse? So I'm probably gonna, you know what I mean? So yeah,
that's fair enough.
But imagine flipping them over, right, and then it's just staring at you.
I wouldn't be doing any missionary. I think it would be like a head down into pillow jobby, mate. Yeah. Get the Pornhub, like put the phone on their back and get like some Pornhub up. Watch some like something nice to like re-straighten you as you're doing it.
Amazing.
Realign.
Oh wow, this podcast is really
motivational.
I like the direction that we've taken Board Shorts and Banter, Josh. You know.
Yeah, I know. It's very inclusive. Gents, I've got to go. If you guys want to sit and chat, by all means, go ahead.
It's all good. I'm gonna eat. I want food. It's getting late.
Cool. All right. Beautiful. Well, Mo, thank you very much for joining us, mate. We do appreciate it.
Cheers for being my boys.
Yeah, and good luck. Good luck with the rest of prep. Obviously, me and Mo are going to be moving in with each other in a couple of weeks' time. So that should be fun and exciting. Lots of shit to come, and I'm keen for it, mate. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, well, we'll catch up soon, I'm sure.
Oh yes, right. Anyway, people, if you want to shop all in, you can use code BSB to save on the cleanest garms in the game. But other than that, people, thank you very much for watching, listening. I'll catch you in a bit.